Hey team, my name is Maxwell Hurst, and I'm the Chief Operating Officer and a co-founder here at E2S Seats. And this is the Kenan Stadium training video. In this video, we're going to teach you anything and everything you need to know to work your first shift with us here at Kenan Stadium. First, I want to go over some general E2S Seats policies that you need to be aware of before your first shift. First, let's cover dress code. E2S Seats standard dress code is all black with a black hat and black non-slip shoes. If you ever show up to check in out of uniform, you will be sent home promptly. Next, let's go over our tardiness and our call-out policies. You are allowed up to 4 unexcused tardies and 2 unexcused call-outs from work before you will be terminated. Next, let's review some general alcohol laws that you need to know before coming on site. Alcohol law number 1, we can only serve 2 beers per customer at maximum for any transaction. Alcohol law number 2, we have to ID every customer we serve. Alcohol law number 3, we have to open every beer we serve, keep the caps, and throw them away at the end of the shift. And alcohol law number 4, never serve to a customer that already seems intoxicated. Remember these alcohol laws while you're serving, because not following them can result in a fine and a court date for you, so make sure your goal is always to maximize sales while serving alcohol responsibly. Next, let's go over the onboarding requirements that you need to have finished before coming on site. Number 1, go and complete your onboarding at www.staff.e2seats.com and send us an email to support@e2seats.com if you have any questions about finishing your onboarding. Number 2, you're going to want to download the E2S Seats staff app on your phone and to go ahead and start registering for events through that app, because registering is the only way we're going to know that you want to come work. Number 3, join our E2S times NC announcement GroupMe to stay up to date on all of our events at PNC Arena, Durham Bulls Athletic Park, NC State University, and the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Go Heels, baby. Number 4, complete the alcohol training for UNC, and you can find the link to the instructions in the description below. And lastly, number 5, go ahead and complete your background check through our staff app, because a background check is required to work at any UNC event with us. Next, let's review our operation here at Kenan as a whole. During football season, we're going to be staffing food stands and beer portables on the south side and north side of the stadium. And for the July 19th Chelsea soccer event, we're also going to bring 60 hawkers to walk through the stadium seats, and they'll be stationed specifically out of the west end zone. Next, you're probably wondering, what is hawking? Well, hawking is taking a tray with ice and beer, even cocktails, and walking through the stadium seats with a mobile point of sale system and serving to customers mobily in the aisles. Now, always remember that yelling is the root of hawking, so be loud, be obnoxious, interact with the fans, and always upsell to make sure that you're maximizing the amount of money that you're making as a hawker. Hawking is very physically demanding, but it's also very financially rewarding. If you're a hawker with us for the July 19th Chelsea soccer event, you're going to be either stationed out at the South Hawking Hub, where check-in is at Gate 6, or you'll be at the North Hawking Hub, which is where NPRT 3 used to be.
Next, let's go over some actual game day logistics. Parking is at Craig Deck and check-in is at Gate 6 right next to Campus Health. Check-in is going to be to the left of the main gate at Gate 6, and once you enter Gate 6, check in with your E2S Seats site lead using the E2S Seats staff app on your phone. Once you check in with your E2S Seats site lead, you'll be reminded of your stand assignment. On the roster, a south side stand is any stand that starts with an S. It's the same side that check-in is on, and if you get confused, be sure to look at the section numbers and the section signs of the stadium to help. For the Chelsea game on July 19th, if you're a south side hawker, the Hawking Hub is right to the left of Gate 6. If you're placed on the north side, or if you're a north side hawker for the July 19th Chelsea soccer game, you'll walk to the left and through the west concourse, which is also the student section, to get to the north side. Once you're through the west concourse, you'll pass Gate 3 and then continue walking to section 109 to reach the North Hawking Hub, and if you're a North Hawker, you'll be stationed outside of section 9 at this North Hawking Hub seen here. To get to the rest of the north side, keep walking straight, and the general north side is that entire Gate 2 area. Gate 2 is the gate closest to Stadium Drive. If you're working at UNC with us, you could be placed at a beer portable, a kitchen, a Hunt Brothers, or a Chick-fil-A kiosk stationed throughout the concourse and on either side of the stadium. Be sure to ask your site lead if you aren't sure where to go. When you get to your stand, you'll be designated a cashier or a runner by your stand lead. If you're a runner, you'll ice down beer product, keep our fridges restocked so that our cashiers don't have to go and restock during the shift, and you'll hand cashiers product items to serve to reduce their motion waste. If you're a cashier, you need to be jovial, you need to be personable, you need to be upselling, and you have to make sure that you're maximizing the amount of sales and tips that the stand is taking in during the course of the shift. The cashier-runner relationship is so important, so make sure you guys work as a team to maximize sales. Sales will start 2 hours before kickoff, and alcohol sales will cut off at the end of the third quarter. If you're at a food stand, you will continue selling until the end of the game. Once your stand lead dismisses you, you'll check out with your site lead and be good to go.
Next, let's go over some tips for you to maximize both the amount of sales and tips coming through your stand over the course of the shift. Remember, the cashier-runner relationship is so important. If you're a runner, make sure your cashier doesn't have to move or grab any product items so that they can process more transactions and increase the amount of sales that are coming into the stand over the course of the shift. If you're a cashier, remember to be personable and to always upsell. You should never let your customer leave the line only buying one product item. If you remember these things, our stand will do well and your tips will do well. In conclusion, we hope that this video has prepared you for your first shift with us here at Kenan Stadium. And if you have any further questions after watching this video, be sure to reach out to your regional operations director, your site lead, or support at E2Seats.com with any questions you have. Thank you. God bless UNC. God bless America. And go Heels.